Hey there, this is Mac Gaming News Weekly, a hopefully weekly show about all the new stuff hitting the Mac. If I put the name in the title, then I'll have to stick to it. Let's jump right in. The long anticipated Mac release of Assassin's Creed Shadows is finally here, and a lot of players are pretty disappointed to be honest. Reddit is currently full of video clips showing choppy gameplay, and users are complaining that the lower end Apple Silicon machines either can't run the game or run it poorly. It looks like the game really hasn't been optimized for Apple Silicon, because even the beefiest Macs don't seem capable of pushing the game to its full potential, even though owners of newer M3 and M4 machines are going to have a better time of things. Digital Foundry has also looked into the Mac performance of the game, and unfortunately they concluded that the game has a very low performance relative to the capabilities of the hardware. But the game is notable for being a day and date release with its Windows counterpart, so we'll have to give it that. That makes two major games that came to both Windows and Mac day and date this year, considering that Civ 7 came out in 2025 as well. So let's keep those coming, devs. Back to Shadows, I'm personally super into the idea of the feudal Japan setting, so I definitely plan to check it out at some point. But given the performance issues and general lack of optimization on Mac, I don't feel great about paying full price right now, so I'm going to wait for a sale, which might be a long time coming because this game is only available on the Mac App Store and not Steam. From Assassin's Creed Shadows to Shadow Drops, let's talk about Resident Evil 3, which Shadow dropped on the Mac App Store this week to the surprise of many gamers, myself included. I mean, I'm happy the game is available on the Mac. The release of this game brings the complete collection of modern RE releases and remakes to the Mac, which is awesome. But the complete lack of forewarning is a bit weird, to be honest. Basically, all of the Resident Evil games that came to the Mac before it were announced by Apple, usually in a splashy way during Dub Dub or another big Apple event. But this game got no mention from Apple or Capcom, so it's super weird. That said, it did drop with a huge 67% discount, so I'll take that. That price is more or less in line with the Resident Evil 2 release back in December 2024. But be warned, Mac gamers. Just because the App Store says you can download this game without paying, the full game is locked behind an in-app purchase. I keep seeing reviewers complaining about this practice, and it's so true that Apple needs to do a better job of telegraphing these things to players. Maybe they'll get around to fixing it at some point. Here's hoping. Speaking of sales, there's an introductory price on a fun indie game I tried out during Next Fest, which took place earlier in March. Nordhold is a well-crafted, deep tower defense game in a medieval setting. It was released on Steam on March 25th, and thankfully M1 Max and up can run this game. And they were kind enough to drop 20% off the price until April 8th, so I'd recommend picking it up if you're into the genre. Next up, let's talk about the Steam Spring Sale that recently wrapped up. I took it easy and just grabbed Slay the Spire, which I didn't already have for some reason. One thing I noticed is that some Mac games continued to be on sale even after the Spring Sale ended, and notable among them is Citizen Sleep 2. This is one of the bigger indie games that has dropped for the Mac in 2025, and while it's only 10% off right now, the game is already pretty cheap, so it might be worth a buy for you. Its little sibling, Citizen Sleep 1, is also on sale for a generous 70% off. Both games are on sale until March 31st, so grab them if you have a little bit of change left over from the spring sale. Anyways, what games did you grab during the sale? If you want to leave a comment and let me know, that'd be really appreciated. And our last bit of news concerns the new City Builder and Colony Sim Fest on Steam. Some Mac games are getting some love during this sale, with notable games like Frostpunk 2, Timberborn, Dwarf Fortress, and Oxygen Not Included seeing nice discounts. The sale is on until March 31st. Thanks for tuning in to the first ever episode of Mac Gaming News Weekly. I hope to put these out weekly like I said off the top, so feel free to join me. And if you're looking for more Mac gaming content, check out this video here.